All right, here we are, Carnivore Day 25. So, 25th day of my carnivore journey, and today has been a little bit rough, but overall pretty decent. Um, I shared yesterday I had some stomach issues. So on Tuesday night, I had a bacon and blue burger at a local place, um, and started having some stomach issues the next day. And then last night I had some taco meat. So it was homemade taco seasoning, but it was so it was no sugar or anything like that. So it wasn't terrible, but it was still non pure carnivore, right? So um, today my stomach was still in a less than ideal position. I'll just say it that way. But regardless of how I felt, I had stuff to do for work, and then I had my men's group meet tonight, and we meet at my house now. So last week was the first night of meeting at my house. Tonight was night two. Everything went well, but it really meant that I had to focus on it. Excuse me, a little late, about 11:10 when I'm recording this. So my last buddy just left for the men's group, so here I am. So like I said, today went okay. My stomach was a little off. I ended up eating just a half pound of bacon and 3 eggs for breakfast. Um, Other than that, I had water until about 7 o'clock. Um, and at about 7 o'clock, I had a little bit of chinchurrones or pork rinds or whatever you want to call them. But they are pork skin and salt. It's all that goes into them. Whatever they cook them in something, but um, they're essentially a little bit of fat, a little bit of protein, but they're good flavor. Got a nice crunch to them and everything else. So, uh, excuse me. I've always liked them. I've liked them for years. But now what's nice about it is it's actually something that technically fits within carnivore, and it's the only thing that I can really snack on at my men's group. We have a tendency to have a lot of other types of snacks, which is fine, and everybody can enjoy whatever they want. But for me, it's no go. And we have one other gentleman, an older gentleman. He's retired. He is on carnivore, and it was a little bit funny because I brought up somebody tonight in my group that I met through this channel, who is facing some medical challenges, and we brought him up for prayer. I won't share who it is or anything like that because I don't know. It's their place to share, not mine. But we brought him up and we started talking about it, and this person is doing carnivore as well. So there's another gentleman in my group he's retired gentleman. So he's a little bit of my senior, I'll say. I joked with him that he is the old man carnivore, even though he isn't old man carnivore. But he's carnivore. He's not. Thursdays he does whatever he wants. I mean, he was eating popcorn and pretzels and everything tonight, but he still, for the most part, stays carnivore, and it's pretty good. So we kind of talked about carnivore a little bit. We talked about the gentleman that's shared with me some of the medical issues that he's going to face. We're praying for him, but yeah, I mean, it's a good night. I drank bourbon, had 3 bourbons, so feeling pretty bourboned right now. Had a couple of people bring a couple of bourbons, and they were okay. And then I decided to have a good bourbon, so I poured one of my own bourbon. And then I tried a rum that somebody brought. So the rum was probably the worst one, because rum does tend to have a little bit more sweetness, so I assume there's a lot more sugar in it. Didn't have a lot of that, had a little bit of it. And yeah, I mean, it was okay. Honestly, I'm gonna stick with the bourbon. A little less sugar, a little less carbs, um, and I like it more. So I'm gonna stick with that. But again, it's just one night a week that I do bourbon. Um, so stomach issues are still here. Quite unfortunate for me. Um, kind of dealt with it all day long at work. Fortunately, I'm not highly engaged when my customers are in the office right now, but you know, it's one of those things. So tomorrow we have customers in again. We're gonna have snacks in the room, which I'm gonna resist just like I did today. Um, my plan is to eat my breakfast, my bacon and eggs, and then if I am hungry at dinner, I will eat at dinner. Tonight I did not eat dinner. I had a little bit of pork rinds, but that was it. So the bacon and the eggs in the morning, a little bit of pork rinds in the evening, and then that was it for the day. And I'm not hungry, so that signal from my body that says you have to eat, is not occurring. So so with that not occurring, that tells me that I am satisfied. My body is getting enough nutrients, and I should be good. So I'm going to keep going with that tomorrow. I'll do the bacon and eggs in the morning, and then I'm not going to plan on a lunch, but I do have jerky and tuna at the office. If I get hungry, I can eat it. And then I'll come home for dinner, and my plan for dinner is to do a steak. Um, so I'll do a New York strip steak, and I believe what I have are about 14 ounces. So I'll do one of those. And then if I need anything else, I'll do that. What I am going to try and do, at least for the rest of the week and in through the weekend, is eliminate the dairy. So Tuesday night, I had the blue cheese on the burger, and I had cottage cheese as a side with the burger patties. Last night, I mixed in cheddar cheese and sour cream into the seasoned ground beef that I was eating, and my stomach has been just in a bad spot. So what I believe I'm going to do is, or what I know that I'm going to do is, I'm going to avoid any kind of dairy, through the entire weekend, and then I will determine where I'm at on Monday. Monday starts the beginning of month 2. All right, so I'm in week 4 right now. So I'm really looking forward to hitting month 2 and going on from there. So, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. My stomach issues are still here, hoping that they will be resolved tomorrow. My food intake is proper but lower in the total volume. I'm hoping that works out in my favor. And then, we'll see what happens tomorrow, but plan is for the same kind of diet. And then work through the weekend. Excuse me, I apologize. Work through the weekend, and then wake up Monday for, what would that be, day 29, which is the first day of the new month, and focus on clean eating and good volume and dropping the weight. So it's really all that I need to share for today. We will talk to you guys tomorrow, and I hope everybody has a great day.